Hi guys, Artiar here. So today we got something to show, which is the Ember Trek Stage 42 Hard Mode Auto Free to Play Friendly Team. So if you're a player who's stuck at Ember Trek Hard Mode Stage 42, then probably this video is going to help you out. Or if you're a player like me that haven't even touched the Ember Trek yet, then you might actually need this video in the future. When you're starting to push Ember Trek, then you might actually start at the last stage, which is stage 42, before the secret stage 43. Then this video here will help you out. So special thanks to Tinukun, alright, Tinukun, the free-to-play player that also provided me the top 1 in Cage Rumble showcase as well. He shared his full clear and a setup with me. So in this video here, I'll be breaking down his strategy and show you how it is done step by step. Alright, so we can take a look here at this video from the Ember Trek here, hard mode. When you clear the final boss, you're able to unlock the secret stage that you can actually get a special frame and also a special avatar. But before you hit the secret stage here, you need to fight through the stage 42, which a lot of players actually get stuck here because of the frostbite here, giving you a blizzard damage, AoE damage for the whole team. And this boss here is very high damage and also HP as well. It's very tanky. So let's take a look here what kind of cards he's gonna pick here. Alright, so out of these 4 cards, just pick these 4 because you don't want them to get an additional HP, attack and speed, so they will actually get tankier, more damage and faster. This speed here is very important. If you pick this card here, they will zoom very fast. So you pick this 3 card, that's totally fine, you can go auto everything, but before you go auto, you want to set up a manual first. Alright, so this is the unit he's going to use for. So claws here, most of us gonna have claws. If you actually summon 100 times in the summon event, you can able to pick claws for free. Okay, then Linglord here is the free unit you are able to get from the 7 days event. Fungus here as the sub DPS and slowly chip off their HP. Chachi the guard here to apply immunity and also tankiness for the team. And Vice here plays a very important role, is keep taunting the boss. Don't let the boss do AoE damage, so the boss can only focus target on Vice. So this is the team comp, and let me go through with the gear first before the showcase. Alright, so this is the class here. Just build as fast as possible while maintaining high effect accuracy. If you can't make to 191, it's fine, okay? Just try to make her as fast as possible while maintaining high accuracy. So the skill out here went for 115, so you have the cooldown reduction, and going for Jackal Guard to rotate the turn faster. Okay, then the module here, Swift Rush, Swift Smite, so basically you get additional speed here, and then effect accuracy. So the rest here, just focus on whatever give you high effect accuracy or high speed at the same time. Okay, just focus on Swift Rush and Swift Smite. Okay, then the shell here, Jackal Guard. Alright, the time wave here doesn't matter, just go for Swift Rush, Swift Smite. Then passive here, try to get speed. If you can, the rest here, get some tankiness will do, because sometimes the boss or the mob will still do damage, but Vice here will tank most of the damage. The next one is gonna be Fungus. So Fungus here is going for Golden Lion. So Golden Lion here can boost Fungus final damage and also increase your effect accuracy. So your Fungus here doesn't need to care about effect accuracy. Mainly focus on crit rate and crit damage. Mainly focus on the damage. Because you're using Fungus here not because of the DOT. You're using Fungus here because the Fungus passive can provide assist. So you want Fungus to keep triggering the assist and slowly chip off the boss HP by doing the assist damage, and Golden Lion here can further increase his final damage as well. So module, Swift Rush to rotate the turn faster so you get the speed. Momentum because the boss is going to get debuff so you can maximize the DPS output. And Fury Edge here for the crit rate and crit damage. So if you don't have Swift Rush, Momentum, Fury Edge, just try whatever you have. Let's say Battle Wheel, Momentum, Fury Edge, or Keen Eye, Momentum, Fury Edge, something like that, or Fury as well. Basically any set that can provide you DPS will do. Alright, then the shell here is going for Golden Lion. So Golden Lion is because for the final damage, so you can increase the final damage by 40%, effect accuracy by 75%, so it will help you land a little bit of more debuff like speed down for example, but overall you're mainly using Golden Lion for the damage increase. Then the next one is a Vice. So Vice here plays a very important role. If your Vice can't tank the boss damage, then probably you want to go for 6-star. But if your Voice is able to tank down the boss damage, then 5-star will work. Mainly focus on very high effect accuracy and decent amount of speed. Why effect accuracy is because you want the taunt to keep landing on the boss. If you actually miss the taunt on the boss, you might actually get AoE wipe. Okay, so if possible, try to push as many effect accuracy as possible and a decent amount of speed. Okay, then for the module here, going for blood buff because you want to tank down the damage from the boss, because the boss will get torn by Vice, and all the single target damage here will focus on Vice. So you have Swift Rush here to increase the speed, Swift Smite here to increase the speed and effect accuracy. Alright, so you want to go for something like this, so your Vice here can tank down every single damage the boss is going to do to you. Then the Shell here is going for Jekyll card, so you can rotate the turn faster before the boss actually take action. Okay, then the next one is going to be Linglord. So Linglord here is your main healer in the team. It's going for Fortissimo, because you want Fortissimo for the emergency healing. Alright, Fortissimo for the emergency healing. Focus on speed and a little bit of tankiness. Okay, because you want to rotate the turn faster, and then you want a tankiness to survive if you actually accidentally, when you go to wave 2, the 5 mob will randomly a damage. So you want Linglord to actually survive to maintaining the heal. Then the skill up here is 511 because the 5 here we're using Linglord and Aurora as well. Module here, focus on Swift Rush and Time Wealth. So why Swift Rush, Time Wealth? Because Swift Rush for the speed, Time Wealth here you want Linglord to able to spam as many S3 and S2 as possible for the AoE heal to maintain your team's survival. In the boss fight, it's okay, but when you go to wave 2, the wave 2 there's 5 mob, and the 5 mob sometimes do some random damage and also AoE damage, so you want Linglord to actually get back her skill faster to spam more AoE heal, so you want Time Wealth here as well. And then the Shell is going for is Fortissimo, so to emergency heal to prop more heals for the team when the team HP is low. Alright, and then the last one here is going to be Chachi the Guard. So Chachi the Guard here mainly to provide immunity and also defend up to increase the tankiness, and also provide your team to get stunned. So skill up here, everything is max, and then a decent amount of speed and a decent amount of effect accuracy to land the critical success. Swift Rush and Time Wealth. So Time Wealth here to let Chachi the Guard to able to spam the S3 faster to put up the immunity, buff extension, and also defend up. Then the Shell here is going for the Halloween, so you can actually rotate the skill even faster as well. So this is the build. So mainly focused, and the team idea is Vice to tank down the damage, Chachi the Guard to increase the tankiness for the whole team, and also make Vice tankier as well. And then Fungus here will be your only sub DPS. Linglord here is your heal, and Claws here is to debuff the boss and reduce the boss damage as well. So the boss cannot do too many damage due to the debuff. Okay, so at the start of the combat, your Claws here will apply the debuff to the boss, to apply like the speed down, all these things here. Okay, then Chachi the Guard here will apply the immunity and also defend up for the whole team. Then this one here you have to manual. You notice that it's not at auto first. So you want Linglord to manual the S2 to apply the buff extension for the whole team. So your team here can get a 4 turn of defend up and 3 turn of immunity. Because if you don't manual, Linglord will only spam S1 until someone actually lower down the HP. So you want to buff extend for the whole team first, so you have a better starting run. Okay, then the Vice here, you want to taunt the boss, right? If you don't taunt the boss, the Vice will actually manually, automatically cast S3, which is turn meter down and attack down, but that's not what you want to do. What you want to do is make Vice to infinity taunt the boss, and the boss can't do AoE damage. So the boss can only cast S1 and hit on Vice, and Vice will be the one with the blood buff to tank down every single damage. So we can take a look here. Then Fungus here will slowly apply assist and do damage to them as well. Look at it, the boss will only focus target on Vice. Alright, then Claws can also turn meter down, Vice also turn meter down, then Chachi can also turn meter down. Then after you set up manually, all you need to do is just press auto and focus on the boss. That's all you do. Okay, as long as your other teammates survive and then Vice lands the taunt, it will slowly taunt the boss, and then Fungus here will always assist with the S1 and slowly chip down the boss HP. It is just a matter of time. This whole run here takes around like 15 minutes, including the wave 1, wave 2 and wave 3. Alright, so you do notice the other mob here will cast AoE damage, so you want your other unit here don't actually get one shot as well, so you want them to be a little bit tankier. Okay, so Chachi the Guard here will always maintaining the immunity and defend up, so your team here will always be a healthy position. Alright, so you're always rotating this auto until the boss dies. So if we slightly fast forward here, the boss will slowly get shift off the HP, and your team here will maintain a very healthy HP until the boss die. You wait for Fungus to slowly just assist. Look at it. The only main DPS output here is only from Fungus, from the S1 damage here to the boss. So Golden Lion here is actually the best one because you can keep on increasing the Fungus damage output. So the moment you actually kill the boss, then it will summon the 5 mob. Right, so after the boss summon the 5 mob, this is the wave 2. So wave 2 here is something RNG. RNG as in how the mob actually damage your team, and how if your team actually runs out of immunity. So let's say you are very unlucky, you don't trigger any time wave effect on Tachi, or you don't trigger any time wave effect on Linglord, and your team doesn't have immunity, you might actually get stunned by this disorder mob, right? So something a little bit of RNG here, but overall it's still very auto-friendly. So we can take a look here. Everything here will do the same thing. If you can even just focus target on the disorder mob. But Tinukun here, he did not like specifically target on one unit. They just let them go with their own elemental advantage and slowly chipped off their HP. This is the most time consuming part. Okay, and also the RNG part, you might actually will need to restart if you accidentally die. So if you look at the whole team HP here, some of them is actually going to die soon. Look at here, right? Some of them is actually going to die. Like for example, Fungus here is going to die, Vice here is going to die. So you want your Linglord to actually take the turn to heal back up the whole team. Look at it, like Vice is going to die soon, but because of the blood buff, that's why you managed to survive. So you want Linglord here to trigger the Fortissimo, instantly AoE heal and make everyone to max HP. So that's why Fortissimo here for the emergency heal, and you want to keep rotating your turn to apply the immunity, rotation, all this thing. Alright, so this part here is a little bit RNG. So if you actually manage to survive the whole thing and also slowly to chip off their HP, you will slowly kill them one by one. So if I slightly fast forward here until here, so one mob here is gonna die already. Alright, so because why green mob die first is because elemental advantage from Fungus to green, and then when they pick their own elemental advantage, Fungus will kill the green mob first. Alright, then the green mob will die. After the green mob die, then they'll try to like hit the next one. So after one mob die, it's actually going to be very smooth now. All you need, they will slowly pick off, kill them off one by one. Alright, so after that, the blue one will die. Then after blue one will die, then they'll pick the next one. Probably the red one die, then light, and then the last one is disorder. Depends on the AI. Okay, so let's say you already clear all the whole wave. Okay, you kill the last mob here. Then you will face the wave 3, which is the last boss here. So the last boss here is basically the easiest. If you already manage to go through the wave 1 and wave 2, the last boss here is almost guaranteed win. Because you can turn meter control the boss, you will always apply the taunt through Vice, and then your other mob here won't get damaged because Vice here will keep on taunting the boss. So the boss here can't really be a problem for you. Alright, so you can see we keep rotating the turn and then apply the heals. So even the boss take the turn, it will only damage on Vice, so you don't have to worry that your other ally will actually die. Okay, the only RNG part for this whole run here, I will say, is only the wave 2. Okay, so you slowly go through, it will slowly chip down the boss HP until the boss die. Alright, so it's just the pure rotation, nothing too special here. Okay, so that's all for this video for the Ember Trek Hard Mode floor 42. Hope this video actually helped you guys out if you haven't cleared it yet, or you haven't even do Ember Trek. You might actually want to consider starting to do it now because it's already half month, so only like half month left. Okay, so the whole run here takes like 15 minutes, and the unit here are very free to play. Okay, but you have to decide that if you really want to build them up. Okay, so overall, hope this video actually helped you guys out, and special thanks to Tinukun again for making this video and letting me to share to the community. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Trencan, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Chani, Antonio Winterspoon, First Law, D&D, thank you so much for your support. And special thanks to the Super Tanks MVP, HMZ Riggs, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest 10. Thank you so much for Code Wilderness, Calamity, Acne, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Choni. Thank you so much for your support.